welcome back to Relics of the Past. When you are hearing this, it's probably 2025. Hi, Happy New Year. Late Happy New Year's. Anyways, when we last left off our campaign, our daring adventures of Michaeleen of Kidala, Estrella Palmer, Kain, and Abe Volt, along with Michaeleen,
God, you never get his name right.
along with Eiko. Eiko were last seen in the city of Kidala Island, and was looking to move on to the next city. The party deciding that it would be best to restock and resupply before leaving, decides to take this opportunity for a small shopping excursion into the vast markets of Kaidala. Michaeleen, knowing the city like the back of his hand, he could probably walk around blindfolded and still find his way around. Decides to wander off and procure a few items. I will simply say, for you at least, you managed to find the items you were looking for, and the variety of magical item you got was force based for the element. Okay. So think Black Panther kinetic thing when you use the item.
It stores up kinetic energy and releases it back out.
But more so just the part where when he hits, it has some extra bump to it. Nail polish. The nail polish you were looking for? Yeah. What color is it? What color did Michaeleen get? And it cannot be black or white.
Michaeleen wears nail polish.
He got some magical nail polish that adds a kind of a deep purple.
Should we explain to our viewers that Michaeleen is unable to voice his character for now at least, and we are currently watching him mime out expressions, and it is very delightful.
Thank you, Matt.
He has made a face resembling that of the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Now he's flipping us off.
Thank you, King Boo.
He's taking his pants off. Oh no!
Knock it off, you two!
And that will be cut out.
Knock it off, you two gits.
It's a motherfucking helicopter.
Anyway, along with that, roll me a percentile chance.
Who?
You were able to find the nail polish. Yeah, Michaeleen. Roll me percentile. You were able to find the nail polish rather easily. Okay. Your other item and stuff, this scene stone, those are rather hard to find, but you do catch wind. The best you do is the merchant that you. Oh, my God. Scene stones or hag stones, as they are otherwise known by, are a little difficult to come by. Typically only found in hags' lairs or in the possession of hags, since they use them rather frequently. And would probably be the easiest way for you to get one. Merchant-wise, they do circulate by, but typically are bought up or destroyed on site, so a little iffy to come by in markets. And hagstones can artificially be created, but those ones tend to be jacked up in price and not be as efficient. Naturally made hagstones, on the other hand, and are very hard to find. I'll give you a 15% chance you can find this stuff. Actually, no. You knowing the back streets and stuff. Okay, you have an 85% chance, which means if you roll underneath 85, just roll.
He knows the Backstreet Boys?
He knows the CD underbelly of it. 13. I'm gonna say that succeeds. You put it this way, you know who to talk to and where to walk, and you manage to collect a small amount of it. I'm gonna say, yeah, the Zaza.
Damn, we almost went without saying it.
Without saying what?
Hmm? What? I don't know what you're talking about. We didn't say anything. YouTube, we said nothing.
He said nothing.
I'm just drinking fancy water.
Water.
Water with extra steps. Speaking
Water
of
with
water,
extra fancy. It's water.
It's-
Anyway,
Water.
with a slight spicy taste to it.
So
anyways,
Michaeleen got how much catnip?
um, if I'm correct,
Insert a photo of
isn't
a
it sold by
purple cat
ounces?
getting high.
You might actually find the amount he gives you if you weighed it and stuff would be about 6 ounces.
Michaeleen has done a silent fist bump in victory, getting
after
6 ounces.
Anyway, after that at least, next person I'll go with is Estrella. Is there anything that you would like to do? Or shop for, at least? Eiko, feel free to join.
Hmm? No, what did you say earlier?
No, RP.
I had to get some spectator juice.
Oh, okay. You know what, Eiko, you're up next for shopping.
Nip, nip.
Yes. I don't necessarily have anything I need to purchase at this moment. I feel quite satisfied with myself. But I do have a finished letter I need to send to the postage. Estrella,
Yes, Ayako?
would you mind accompanying me, dear?
Alright.
I'm not too sound with the placement of certain wares and post offices, but I don't know. You might be able to help me look for this sort of stuff.
Don't worry.
Besides, my eyes are getting terrible.
I have a question.
Well, maybe we ought to get you some glasses.
Perhaps
I'm sure they would have an eye doctor here.
an optometrist. Perhaps.
Yes, that.
I suppose we can also find glasses.
Ah, nerd.
I'm sorry, but Eiko and specs, I think that would look good.
I need glasses. We're gonna go find glasses.
Well,
Kain would bully him.
let's get the letter mailed first, and then we can go look for glasses. Alright?
Very.
You guys are walking for about handful. You guys roughly walk around for about an hour in the city before you eventually find a stall, and you see it's this. Anyway, you notice this right off bat at Eiko, but you notice that there is this little short uh bunny child kind of waving a flag like above their head, kind of Japanese style, and it basically has the insignia and name of the mail company and stuff of waving over and stuff. Bright red flag with the white lettering on top.
They look like they could run as fast as light, I'm assuming.
Now hold on. I thought canonically in this world, we just launched goblins out of cannons to deliver mail.
That's for shipping.
Ah.
Mail and letters and stuff is done by bunnies.
It's done by the Ocarina of Time. Fast person.
Yes.
He
also shows up in Twilight Princess as well. So.
Eiko begins to walk over, but then he stops a little hesitantly and sort of looks at the letter. Oh, boy. Estrella, tell me,
Yes, Ayako?
you have any difficult relations with family, by chance?
The only family I really have would be on my father's side, and they don't want anything to do with me. I'm.
That's what I fear.
Well,
I haven't seen my daughter in years.
Turns out she's Eiko's dead. Eiko's her dad. Plot twist.
that would be kind of interesting. But then how would you explain it? I'm a canary and he's a dragonborn, so
I mean,
blew my order.
dragons can mate with any race, so
True.
They got magical peckers.
Similar with humans, they can
Let's
absorb.
let's not interrupt this.
Anyway.
Kind of a tender moment.
Well, here's the thing. You're you're trying to move past your mistakes, and my with the family on my father's side, it's a matter of pride and elitism, as it were. They hate me because my mother was a harpy, and my father didn't marry someone of noble bearing. That's why they want nothing to do with me.
So classism and racism, petty reasons,
Yes,
foolish reasons.
but
If I'm to be honest, nobility is best earned. Though, if I'm to be quite honest, I earned my nobility in particularly unsavory ways.
hmm,
Ways that, well, should I say, would cause my daughter to hate me. Aiko sort of takes a breath, kind of swallows for a moment, nervously gulps, and then walks over to the young post.
Okay. There's
Young
small.
postman or young postwoman?
it's
Uh,
funny.
the bunny waving the flag and stuff. As you get a look and stuff, seems to be a young lady folk and stuff, but she's merely just waving the flag. Once you get close to the stall, you see that she's standing on a little bit of a box to raise her elevate, so it's a little bit higher up, so people would notice it. But the stall itself actually is a small table with a red cloth over it, with a few people, like one bunny kind of behind the desk, kind of going through paperwork and stuff, and about like two, three other bunnies right next to it. So right next to the table is a secondary carpet on the ground with a small coffee table set up with a few drinks on it, and there's about two to three other buddies around that, kind of just sitting away, and they look to be dressed much bigger and kind of dressed in the uniform of the runners themselves. With a few.
Okay. I don't want to cut you off. I have a question. I thought the whole reason Eiko didn't talk to his daughter was because of his classism and elitism shit. Because
It was
he
more
hates
of,
his grandchild because she married a lower being.
and well, had a child that was not. He didn't. The whole point is that he was not cool with that happening before marriage, and they didn't get married.
Okay.
It
I
was more
thought
of
the
a.
whole problem was because he was racist.
I mean, I guess there's underlying tones of it as well. Not gonna lie, Aiko is kind of
Like
hypocritical. He's evil.
that's when you said the whole like elitism, like nobility thing. I was
Oh yeah,
like
no.
hypocrisy much?
Besides, can't a man change? I mean, he's
I
feeling remorse and regret, and he is sending that letter.
Yeah, I thought that's what the letter was, but the whole thing of like, yeah, you can change, but like,
We'll put it this way: his character has had this thing known as growth, and he's trying to be better. Anyway, proceeding from that, at
He
the bunny
doesn't
you
like lazy people or who he perceives as lazy people. He believes anybody doing the certain thing can become nobility as well. I mean, count isn't a title you're born with; it's something you kind of earn.
Anywho's, so the little bunny waving the flag kind of stops for a moment. She kind of notices you walk up. So she kind of looks over to the bun and, hey, Aaron, someone's here. Here, the other bunny proceeds to kind of perk up and turn on. Oh, and walks up. What can I get top for you?
I just have this pulls
I'm sorry, dude.
You're breaking up a lot.
You had a lag spike. Try again.
I'm just trying to have this sent.
Oh, where to?
Well, the address is written at the back.
She extends out both of her hands up in a like grabby gesture and stuff, but a very polite grabby gesture, if it makes sense.
He gently sets it in her hands.
She proceeds to take it and stuff, flip it over and read it. Oh, I see. We can get this taken care of rather easily.
Thank you very much.
She proceeds to flip it back over and stuff. Put a.
What will the charge be?
One silver piece.
Eiko nods, takes a silver piece from his coin purse and hands it over.
Okay. She proceeds to take that, drop it into the little coin box. So the letter. Can you describe the letter? Like, how is it sealed, bound at all?
It's in a very small envelope, the kind of envelope that you'd have like a birthday card in, and inside I guess it's like a cream-colored sort of parchment envelope.
Okay.
There isn't a wax seal on it, but there is, but it is folded in a way where it wouldn't open up.
Okay.
And of course it has Aiko's, I guess, very fancy but kind of hard to it's scribed in a certain way.
Yeah, your sign. Okay. Well then, anyway, she goes down and stuff. And I'm gonna say postage stamps in this world are actually just a small wax seal in the top corner and stuff. It's a way mainly just to see where the mail is shipping to. Well, shipping.
Does the seal have like, does each postage place have their own like type of symbol so you can tell from which office it's been sent from?
Basically.
That's cool. I like that.
Anyway, you see that she proceeds it. Any chances of a particular color of wax you'd like, or just have us use our standard?
Standard, please.
Yes. She proceeds to take the little spoonful of red wax, pour it on the top corner and stuff, and then take the stamp and stamp it onto the red wax. The stamp itself is slightly mechanical in nature, where it both stamps it in and also cuts off the excess, so it's a perfect little shaped square, with no flash around the edge. Looks rather nice.
Eiko nods. Thank you very much.
She speaks in Harangon, rabbit speak, as one of the other things kind of gets shaken up awake. As she proceeds to hand the letter to them, they toss it into their backpack satchel and proceed to get up, dust themselves off, and proceed to grab their flag, poke it onto the little post on the backpack, and proceed to start sprinting out of town.
It's always somewhat amusing watching them run that fast. Like, wow.
And
then
Eiko
turns back to Estrella and kind of just gives like the biggest. For some reason, that may have been the hardest thing I've done in my life.
But you did it. And I know it probably doesn't mean much coming from me, but I'm proud of you for doing it.
Thank you. Thank you, child.
You're welcome.
Estrella, I think you would have liked to have had I not.
Shuso, From how
You're a
you
lot like her in a certain way.
from
Mother.
how you described her, she sounds lovely.
Very free spirited, I can tell you that. Definitely. Definitely love to talk to as many people as possible as often. Look to make connections anywhere she went.
Hmm.
I admire that in her. Let's go get me some spectacles.
Indeed. So, Estrella starts looking around the city for an eye doctor.
Optometrist time.
Yes.
Don't we
Let's see if
have
we can.
like probably the person who can make you the best glasses ever in our party
I
already?
don't trust either of you guys. Why would
That
Ayako trust either of you to make
that
stuff?
is terrible. How could you not trust? No, absolutely. I would give him like laser eyes or something like that. But it would go the opposite direction. I'm just
Here, let
trying
me
to like
fix your eyes.
just Ayako's like, I can't really see. Oh God!
Cyclops, but in reverse.
Now I see nothing.
I have cured you of your poor eyesight.
By
I've
removing
also
your eyes
cured you of
Getting
entirely.
your
rid of it
eyesight.
entirely.
So, Estrella, is there anything particular that your character would like?
Does he need a new cane? Possibly a sword cane?
I don't need a cane. I walk fast.
A sword.
The hunch on my back is intentional. I typically like to have a hunched posture to throw people off anytime I stand up.
Above board, a cane would kind of help sell that.
Yeah, it would.
I mean, if you want a cane, I suppose we could go look after we get you checked out.
I said I'm fine without a cane. I typically have a hunched posture in general, so people are surprised when I stand up. My
He's like the anime
My
old
walk.
man.
Yeah.
My walk is a facade. My back issue's a facade.
Well, we know for a fact they're not completely. You do have back pain, but
Okay. My apologies. I have to
No,
move
I
on
don't.
real
I
quick.
feel wonderful.
Oh! Oh! Wangle a new dangle on live. Oh!
Aiko's back getting thrown out. Estrella, don't worry, I got this. Takes her magical girl form and heals his back.
Or no, you gotta really punch me right in the back and fix the vertebrae. They're
Here,
out of whack again.
Yeah, hang on a sec. Takes her staff and whacks him in the back super hard.
Boy.
Did that help, Aiko, or do I need to hit harder?
I cannot move my legs anymore.
hey,
No, I hit too hard.
at least we don't have to worry about his eyesight now.
Yes, we do.
Now we need to worry about my legs.
So then, yeah, okay. You guys proceed to look for a doctor or apothecary.
I guess we're looking for a place that sells spectacles. Maybe,
We're looking
maybe spectacles with a little bit of magic in them.
possibly a doctor who sells the said
Estrella, the
spectacles.
term is not eye doctor, it is optometrist.
I don't feel, for some reason, I don't know. I feel that um Eiko would like try to correct her, but give the wrong word for it because just scrambled. He's gotten hit in the head a lot.
Okay, knock it off. Anyway, so then, You guys proceed to look around Kidala, looking for a apothecary that might be able to assist. You visit a few, but none of them offer the services you're looking for. They can offer simple glasses, very simple glasses that might help slightly with the thing, but well, no, I can't.
Man, we have a perfectly good artificer that could make you some damn nice glasses.
You know
I
what?
do not trust him.
You know, you know what? I also
But we
visited.
combine all our blood, and yet you don't trust him?
There is trust, but it's thin for you two.
Wow, what the fuck?
Damn.
That's the way I'm putting it. He can choose how it actually is. Am I correct with the statement, or what?
It's more of like he's hesitant, I guess. With
Hesitant.
experiments.
Okay. Anyways, the apothecary prescribes standard reading, standard eyewear, and it seems to improve your vision slightly. It certainly makes some of the more cloudier thing. Certainly makes the cloudiness of your vision go away a bit, but it still persists. They do help you out a bit, and they do offer two variations, just the standard clip over the ears or full on like full the way like wrap around the ears like loops. Like
I want
full
something
loops,
that'll
like
just like clip around my snout.
okay. Yeah, we have a few of them. The apothecary does take measurement of your nose real quick and adjusts basically a nose piece and clips on two lenses. How's that? Too snug?
Suitable. These shall work fine.
Michaeleen asking if he has cataracts.
I neither own cats nor axes.
Anyways, so next person on the bucket list would be
Bucket.
Kain. I nearly said Abe there for a second. So, Kain, is there anything particular you'd like, or just chilling on the ship?
Can you repeat that?
Anything you want shopping wise, or just chilling on the ship, or helping Abe a little bit?
I wanted to get some new clothes.
Okay.
Look around, see if maybe I could find some nice magical things. Maybe give me some boosts or some shit.
Okay. So, you proceed to. Yeah. You proceed to head to look around. You manage to find a clothing shop, an actual proper brick and mortar store, not one of the market stalls. As you enter it, you are greeted by a sheepfolk, a lambfolk. Uh, uh, to describe her, she is anyway. She walks up to you and stuff. She has a bit of this big, fluffy, like white.
Hold on,
wool.
Eiko, your mic's doing its thing again.
It's doing the thing.
Yeah,
It's doing the thing. Oh, boy,
So, so the slam folk walks up to you. She's wearing very somewhat traditional garb for Kidala, but kind of a slightly different style of it. She does have this big puffy white collar of yeah. She does have this big puffy white collar of wool around her neck. That's acting almost kind of like a scarf, at least. So, okay. Well, welcome to Needle and Thread, Ed. Ed. What are you looking for today?
I am looking for some clothes.
Hmm. Any particular stylings you are looking for?
Yes, just a second. So, um, uh, excuse me. Damn. Sorry, I'm loading it real
It's
quick. I'm looking for something along the lines of like, um, kind of what I got now, but a bit more elegant. I'm trying to pull up.
I see, I
Where's
see.
is it under character? Is our stuff under the character shit? Right, that's where it would be.
Character
Character
design.
design. Let's see. I gotta scroll. Just keep scrolling. Just keep scrolling. Scrolling. Pretty much something along the lines of what I already have, but
But cleaner.
more elegant with some black and gold.
Ah, I see, I see.
Like I like the white, the black, and the red, but I want to get some gold in there too because I like gold.
Well, she put you onto one of her modeling stands, if that's correct. Again, I don't know the right terminology for it, but anywho's put you onto one of them and she begins kind of looking you over, taking a few measurements here and there. Well, the style of clothing you're wearing is very much like the Western styles of the Beastman territories, very similar to them. But I can see the modifications of the armor that you adjusted. It's fairly well blended in, but I think you could do a touch better with the blending in of the armor. I think gold would look nice, but silver matches with the with the black aesthetic, in my opinion. But or are you trying to blend more so the red and gold?
Red and gold.
Ah,
But
I
I'm
Fair
keeping
buy.
the
see.
black and keeping my black and red and white, but I just want to add some gold in there for some sparkle.
I see. I see. Is there any other like magical sauce effects that you would like as well? Anything that nature
I
boosting
guess
wise?
maybe a little bit of a strength boost or anything like that. I don't know what else I could do.
Okay, I
What kind
know.
of effects do clothes have? Like, what
Depends
can I
on
really have? Because I
de-
haven't had it that gives me like charisma.
depends on the enchanter and stuff. I know exactly what I'm gonna do for you. So adjusting. She begins adjusting your robe and garb at least. Um. So would you like me to adjust this while it's still on you, or would you like me to adjust it if it off? I can do either or, whatever you're more comfortable with.
It can be adjusted while I'm standing here. I don't really care.
Okay.
Half the time my clothes get blown off, anyways.
Well, if I stick you with the needle, don't mind me. She begins quickly going to work and stuff, reach into her wool and pulling out like a needle and thread and starts making adjustments to your robe and garb. Um, she ends up blending the shoulder pads and armor much more into the clothing to the point where it almost looks like you're not even wearing armor. Your armor is now concealed within the clothing, and she dresses the garb very simply but nice. There you go. Which one of those three look best to you?
Where did you sell? You sent it out here.
Mhm.
Um, I would say the last one.
Okay. So she adjusts it to that style of thing.
But instead of
And
flowers, I'd rather have like flame patterns or something.
yeah. So the patterning on the sleeves is a bit more of like a kind of like a branches slash woven flame in a sense. And it's rather nice. A little bit of scroll work mixed in. Rather pretty set of things. And that finishes that. But there's one last thing to finish this get up. One moment. I have to go get it. She ends up darting off the.
Now, hold on, real quick. Hypothetically, could I change the form of the sailor's cap?
No.
Damn.
Sorry.
No, it is the Baron's hat. You
Yeah.
own it.
If you
He's gonna
alter-
want it back, by the way.
Yeah.
He'll find you.
Anyway, so she ends up coming back at least holding a small white box. She proceeds to open it, and it opens up to a beautiful red cloth on the inside. As she proceeds to pull it out, she pulls out this very long but beautifully well-made red scarf. Along the edge of it, it is a very thin line of golden thread that's been woven over the top. But then as you get to the ends, you have this very ornate lace work done onto the edge of it that almost has a slight regal feel to it. Here, this to finish it. This is a champion scarf. A very rare, a fairly hard item to come by, but a very nice one. And I think with your particular getup, it would look perfect.
All right.
Put on.
Oh.
So she's offering you this champion scarf.
I'll take it and wrap it around, not tie it in a noose around my neck.
Anyway, as you proceed to wrap it around, and you suddenly get a bit of like a heroic-esque feeling to yourself. Along that, you almost feel like touch stronger. The champion scarf gives you a +1 to your strength, and along with that, it gives you advantage on any kind of fear effect. So if a dragon tries to use its fear ability, you would have advantage on the saving throw. So basically, it's spell heroism plus a +1 bonus to strength.
Is this like a legit item I can have a slip to, or just?
I can write it out what it is at least, but feel free to post it down on your thing.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do, but
Okay, sure.
that way I can actually remember what the hell it does.
Sis, could you type that in? You're a better speller than I am.
Type what in?
Champion scarf. Have advantage on saving throws to be from being scared and +1 to strength.
Advantages against being scared. And
+1
plus
to
what?
strength. +1 to strength.
Okay.
Thank you. Damn, you guys type fast.
Anyway, I'll adjust that later. So you now have the adventure scarf. The complete modification.
All right, how broke am I gonna be?
Anyway, the complete modification of the garb itself. She's charging 150 silver or 15 gold for it. The scarf itself, due to it being a slightly rare item, about 500 gold pieces.
Oh, sure. Wait, I'm gonna pull out the sailor's cap. Put that shit on.
She looks
It's
at you
the
a
hat
bit.
of the Baron.
She kind of gives you a bit of an odd look. The hat itself looks nice, but with this particular outfit, it doesn't. I don't think it really works.
May I add something here?
Sure.
I feel like it would take a moment for people to recognize, oh, that's a bad hat. In the sense that, oh, that belonged to the... Well, actually, the Baron didn't exist in this universe until recently, so I guess, yeah, we could just cut that out.
They're just like, that's a weird hat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll to try and convince to drop the price a little bit because I'm poor.
No, you're not.
Roll me a persuasion check.
So 15 on the die plus 5 is the unnatural 20. And this counts as a charisma, right? So
Yes.
the hat is on. So how much does that give me for a plus?
It's a. How much does the hat give again? Eiko, how much does that give?
Thought you had it written down.
I remember being
I
like
think it was
12
like a
or
plus
some shit.
5.
Wasn't it
I
like
think it was a plus 5.
plus
Oh
5?
well, so that would just be scratch, right? Plus 5 to it.
Plus 5 on top of that, yeah.
So 25.
25 altogether, okay. She begins thinking, guess since this adjustment is okay, it's been a while since I made a full adjustment to this quality, and it just looks. She kind of is marveling at her own work of how well it looks, at least, and she begins kind of noticing like your facial structure just kind of really blends with this clothing and looks. Put this way, this outfit looks really, really good on you. That little scarf, the champion scarf, the bright red of it, and the gold edge lining just makes the whole outfit just pop up. You know what? For the scarf, I'm willing to drop it down to 250. 50 and maybe the adjustment to 100.
Deal. I'll hand over the gold.
Thank you very much. Please come to Needle and Thread anytime. I. Oh,
Alrighty,
yeah.
I definitely will.
Oh, in case anyone asks about the getup, here's my card. She proceeds to hand you a business card and stuff with Needle and Thread. At least. Please send them my way if you can.
Will do.
Feel free to add the business card to your inventory. Eyeball.
I definitely will.
Also, Michaeleen would like to join again. Sure.
Oh my god.
But
So I know it's off topic, but on Hero Forge they added some more other species things under species. I can make Natsu now.
Oh yeah, you
they
can.
added they added what?
They added a something called a fey cat, which looks like a fucking saber-toothed lion.
Fairy cat.
And the,
Actually, we already have fairy cats at home, and they're called catchy. They're Irish fairy cats. So we already have those.
I'll take a look into that. So, back to big screen and
but no, they got they have a lot of different species now. They have a lot of little robot dudes you can do. Rabbits, penguins, birds, hawks,
okay.
frogs.
Let's get back to this.
There's a goose with a hat.
So then, with that, sure. Michaeleen, as you are walking towards, actually, wait on that. I'll pause on that for a second. Abe, anything you're doing and stuff, but besides getting the ship restocked with goods?
No, for the most part, Abe is obviously restocking the ship. Nodo will be working on the rifle. And the additional Nodos will be running just basic maintenance on the ship. Or
Maintenance
the
along.
Odons will be running maintenance on the ship.
So Odons will be running maintenance on ship and helping you with the grocery
Shopping.
shopping. Yeah. Okay. And I'll say you basically have a small skiff kind of hovering like maybe about 20, maybe a mile out of town, or like a quarter of a mile away from the city gates. And it's
Yeah.
just waiting to be just fly in real quick, land next to you, and then just pile everything on, and then it'll just fly. Basically, what's been happening is you go to one stop, buy the stuff you need there for supplies. It flies in, gets loaded up, proceeds to fly out.
Pretty much. not only that, but we are also stocking up. We're stocking up with materials for the forge, the arc forge, as well as Abe's workshop, which needs quite a few special ingredients, let's say.
Okay, how many special ingredients entirely?
How many do you want me to tell you about?
Okay. How many rolls would you like to make for them?
Can I just make one roll and we'll be done with it? Or how about this? I'll roll a d20 and then that will tell us basically how many of what I need we find.
Okay. How about this? I'll have you make 3 rolls. Damn. One for low grade, mid grade, and high grade ingredients. Each one having a higher difficulty than the last. And you have to roll percentile chance and to see how it goes, okay?
Alright. That works.
Okay. So I'll roll my percentile, and you either have to meet it or beat it.
Okay, well let's go ahead and start with
Low grade.
low grade.
Okay.
Hold on, I want to make sure I'm not picking this up too much.
Okay then. So for low grade, I'm gonna tell you the percentile chance you have to beat. You have to be at 26 for the low grade. So 1t6 or higher.
Okay. That is 63.
That succeeds. You manage to find all the low grade materials that you need relatively easily. Time for the mid grade. Okay. You have to beat a 65 now.
Oh, but all right, 16.
The mid grade ingredients that you look for, you manage to find. I'll let you get a few. You managed to get. You managed to get 5 of the mid grade resources you needed, but you weren't able to find all of them.
Okay.
High grade.
All right.
Have to beat a 94.
You could be shitting me.
That's how the dice rolled.
All right. 98.
Lucky bastard. Your high grade resources. It took you a good while of scouring around and talking to people, but you managed to find kind of all the rare resources, high grade resources, but they did have limited stocks of them. I presume you bought their entire stock.
All of them. All of it. I don't know when I'll be able to get more of it.
Okay, then, so with all the rare grade things, at least if it's a rare metal, mineral, something of that nature, you manage to get about 2 grams of each one collectively from the various shops. If it's something different like a chemical fluid, you manage to get about like 10 ounces of any chemical fluids that you might need. And 5 grams for anything else that I missed. But when it comes to radioactive elements, they had none.
Okay.
So,
Sorry, 2 grams of metals, high quality. How much of the fluids?
about 10 ounces of any high grade fluids and then 5 ounces of any other material any other high grade material that you might have gathered.
And low grade just got some, and then 5 of medium grade.
Yeah.
Okay.
And with that, your collective shopping was done. So you begin flying back through the city. So all your shopping's collective done, and you believe it's time to get going. You start making your way back. While this is happening, Michaeleen, you have entered the order. Anyway, the wolf branch of the Order of Aethor, and end up going up to the job board. And looking through it.
Michaeleen, let me know when you want me to play that. The audio clip that you just sent through.
You sons of bitches.
What?
Nothing. I moved a single book and shit fell down.
Okay.
Michaeleen, which book do you want? This one or this one? This one, right? Or this one? Monster Manual or Monsters of the Multiverse? Mom or Eminem? Okay. Okay, day.
I just want to know if Cthulhu is one of those monsters.
Unfortunately, no.
No, that's in a different TTRPG.
No, I know that's
I'm going to
in
eat a little
it's
bit.
got its own whole thing. Yeah, I know.
Hello,
Hi.
Hey, we can hear him.
Hello?
my nephew's going to be quiet for this little bit. So Monster Manual. Go on.
So, which book do you want? Do you want the Monster Manual or Monsters of the Multiverse?
Monster Man.
Okay. You go away. Not like you. Where's the Monster Manual? Just fucking had it. Oh, there it is. I am blind. Okay.
Damn it.
So then, I want you to roll me 3d10. So grab standard percentile, and then one additional d10. That additional d10, make sure it's a different color. That is your hundreds place.
Okay. So
Hey, Becky.
percentile plus an extra D10 or an extra percentile.
It only goes up to
Does that work?
350. Okay then. So what is that?
Does that work?
So what numbers on? Yeah, that works.
Okay, so that's an 86 and 2 zeros.
86, 2 zeros. Okay, so that's 86. Boy. I think you rolled a bit of a doozy.
He's just good at rolling, is all.
Oh, no,
86 is code for murdering someone.
actually have to start with different.
Ooh,
Okay.
I thought of a thing. I thought of a thing for balls to the wall,
Okay.
but I'll save it for later.
You grab
Da-da-da-da.
you grab a mission for a. Okay. You know what? What style is this mission? I'll let you tell me what style it is.
It's a standard hunt.
And a hunt would entail exterminating killing the creature, or just driving it away.
Getting the things either killing it or running it away from the populated area.
Try that again. You lagged.
Either killing it or driving it away from a populated area.
Okay. You grabbed a quest for a dragon.
Yes.
I'm giving you this choice. I will either make you roll basically a d5 for the standard 5 dragon colors, or I can grab fizz bands and include an additional 5 for the crystal dragons.
Question, is this an adult dragon or is this a juvenile?
I'm gonna say adult, since the 3 kinds of dragons you can find typically are young, adult, or elder, I think. Ancient. Ancient, yeah, are the 3 types. So this is an adult dragon you claimed a mission for. I'll give you this one
Oh
option.
boy.
Classics. So do you want to just go fight one of the base 5, or do you want to add the additional ones on top of that? One and only chance.
What are the base 5 again?
So you'll have the basic chromatic dragons, which are black, red, white, blue, and green. But then you have the additional ones of the crystal dragons, which
Remember, you have someone who has a sword intended for killing blue dragons.
I
That's
say we
me.
go after a blue dragon.
I'm gonna have you roll for it though.
Oh wait, no, don't.
So
Or maybe do, I don't know.
okay, so there are 5 types of crystal dragons available. You have amethyst, crystal, emerald, sapphire, and topaz. You know what? I think I'm
What
gonna.
are their
So with crystal dragons, instead of breathing out like fire, ice, poison, something of that nature, they breathe out magic. So you base their breath weapons go as ordered:
Okay.
force, radiant, psychic, thunder, necrotic.
Let's go for the thunder damage one. Because I'm sure that there's
Roll me a d10 then.
1d10. That is a 10.
It is for a topaz dragon.
And what is their thing?
Necrotic.
Oh boy.
It is a ruby.
Well, there just so happens to be something that there just so happens to be an item that Michaeleen has had since, the beginning of the campaign that rests right in her palm. That can certainly help with a magic spewing dragon.
So, with that associated, so, Abe, how exactly do you get everyone's attention to come back to the ship? No. Did I say
I'm gonna
Abe?
mute again then.
Did I say Abe?
Yeah.
Okay. How exactly do you get everyone's attention?
There's an Odon that is dispatched to each of them.
Okay. So everyone collectively gets a tap on the shoulder or bumps into an Odon.
What?
Done. And greetings. Please return to Seraphim. Ship will be departing soon.
You are requested back on the Seraphim.
Michaeleen, as of saying that, at the Odon proceeds to push a button on its chest, and antenna pops out, and then proceeds to retract back in. All of a sudden, one of the skiffs of the ship proceeds to glide down from above, landing, and you hop on board, and it begins flying you back to the Seraphim. So I presume everyone except says yes to returning to the ship.
I suppose.
Kain?
Yeah, I said yeah.
Okay. So everyone collectively says grass, and similar things happen. Skiffs get deployed from the Seraphim, and collectively all pick you up. All of you are brought to the bridge, with Abe standing at the map table. Going over it.
Hello, Abe.
Abe, roll me a what is your passive perception?
Abe's passive perception is plus 13.
Plus 13. Okay then. Anyways, you're busy looking at the map. Everyone proceeds to walk into the room and sees Abe. How do you guys interact? Have at thee.
So Abe is looking at the Abe is gonna look as Michaeleen approaches the room. Oh, the box right next to the door, Michaeleen. That would be the pair of boots that I sorta. No, I did. I destroyed them. But in that box, newly refurbished and improved. Of course. I do apologize for what caused the damage.
Anyways, at least so.
Abe's going to look at Eiko as he walks in. Eiko, I know that we don't get along very well. I have noticed though that you have been hunching more and more as the passing days.
I'm sorry. What?
You've been hunching over more and more.
It's to look less intimidating and to surprise people. And Eiko just like stands up properly. You hear a few clicks and cracks as his back basically comes to life.
Oh
And
my
Like this.
he's massive. Eiko is a tall fucking old man and a broad.
Not compared to us.
Nonetheless, Eiko.
And he's huge.
Nonetheless, Eiko, leaning up against the box is a Kain. If you do want to appear, I guess, more harmless while actually being a threat, trust me that it will help.
Thank you.
You want to describe how the cane looks, like what style the handle is in?
So, okay, so it is inspired by the sword. So it does have the handle, it's one of those ones where the handle is like this. It is a T-shape. But the handle that
I love that.
comes off the edge is just a dragon's head that slightly hooks.
Okay.
There's also a small indentation on top of the dragon's head.
Michaeleen makes the comment, at least, that I'll do my best attempt for this and stuff.
Michaeleen, I see that you have a job from the Order. A dragon? There's probably some stuff I could do with that. Actually, now that I think about it, there's a lot that I could do with that.
When I was younger, that was my specialty, to be honest. Slaying dragons.
If we could save the heart, especially. Oh.
Abe is
I could do it.
metaphorically getting wet thinking about that.
I might not be as I once was, but I know in me I could kill another dragon.
This will be interesting because I've never killed a dragon before, but I've studied them extensively.
Have you encountered one before?
I mean, only from a distance. That's what. Sorry. Only from a distance, and that's usually how I like to put it.
They are smart. They are far smarter than you or anyone could initially believe. I can.
I have one to test that theory. Oh! Yes! So I did finish the prototype of the armor. However, I made a change. I didn't like the enjoyment that Eiko gets out of the beetle.
What?
So, there's 3 options of the aspect that we can make this. I could give it more of a raven aspect, a lion aspect, or... what was the third one?
This is absurd, Michaeleen. Just
Eat the
man
beetle.
up and
Eat the beetle.
I can't for the life of me remember what the other aspect would have been.
it's not important.
If you're
The
okay with
man
the
needs to
beetle,
eat.
I can leave it like that, or I can change it.
Consume the beetle.
Eat the beetle.
Dragon aspect.
Dragon mummy.
Not that kind of dragon.
Dragon D's nuts!
No.
Shame him!
Okay.
Just the tail end of that stuff with the shame him from Kain is just the best part.
Who said
There's
shame
more
him
to
for
that sound bit. I just cut it off there.
Yeah.
Shame him!
A dragon aspect. I should be able... yeah, that should be easy to do. Abe's gonna, like, touch the side of his ear, and you'll notice, just a light near his temple lights up. No, we're gonna be changing the aspect of the beetle armor to a dragon. Yes. Yes, I know. I understand. We have some excess materials. Just use those.
I'm disappointed.
X42 is not for that use. We are
You want
going
me
to
use
get
him as spare parts?
we are going to go fight a dragon, so we can also use those.
True. I'll make the adjustments.
Okay. Alright. That should be fine. Yeah, we are going to go to fight the dragon. We can get the extra parts, the scales especially. So...
I did
oh, I know exactly what I'm going to use them for. This suit is getting a feature. Anyways. I believe we all decided to go on... what the hell are we calling the zone again?
I know we We fucking came up with a name for it that was good. But it freaking flopped. Oh, Michaeleen for the rescue.
Chernobyl.
Chernobyl.
Magic Chernobyl.
What's the Latin word for waste?
The Latin word for waste.
Or Greek word for waste?
I don't fucking know. I don't speak Greek.
The Latin word for waste is poop.
Haha.
Probably has something to do with like fee or fecal or I don't know.
Well, it's not exact, but scubalon.
Scubalon. Sure, we can go with scubalon.
Scubalon. It means refuse, rubbish, dung, or garbage.
Scubalon.
It's kind of what
Yeah,
we looked for.
that works. That works.
So, scubalon. I believe we decided on scubalon last time we were trying to decide where we're going to be going. So if everyone's still up for that, I will get us heading in that direction.
One of the Odons.
All right.
One of the Odons does walk by. Walks to the table and stuff. Would you like to? Just confirming. I mean, we are gonna be dropping the supplies off at the build site. Yes.
Yes, we will be stopping by the site. And I will be dropping quite a few of you off, as well as a guardian.
If I'm correct, I'll make the preparations then. How many units would you like prepared for this?
Right now, we probably have an operational force of 75. I'm hoping to see quite a bit of progress, so we'll send at least 50. We can manage with 25 left, and more will be made on the trip. So,
If you'd like, I could. If you'd like, I could get the production facility of the Odons on working on more units. If you'd like.
yes, I think that actually probably be the best thing to go first. Build that. That'll continue building them. Workforce will increase, and thus the buildings will be erected much faster. That'll be much easier to do. And I will leave you with obviously protection and guards. We'll use a couple of the X-24s.
What are we? If we were to come with, if there were to be issues with infiltrators or people that were under by, what exactly would you like us to do for a protocol?
Drugs.
That's a good idea. Maybe we'll leave X5 with you as well. You should be a decent enough negotiator. And if not, the X-24s can take care of it.
Don't kill all organics on site.
No. Obviously. We're not looking to start an apocalypse. Organics are to be treated as friendlies unless indicated otherwise. And if indicated otherwise, delete without mercy.
Understand, sir. Blocking orders. The Odon proceeds to walk off and proceed to get those things done. So, you guys begin traveling towards Manda. Engines are oh, right. Scene hasn't happened yet. Wait on you there.
Okay. We've still got Estrella, we've got Nate, we've got Michaeleen, we've got Eiko. Jawbone is off on his thing. I believe everybody is here. If nobody else has any further business, we'll just stop by the building site real quick and then we'll head on to our destination.
All right.
Kain, did you need anything?
Oh, right. When Kane walks into the room, at least he is dressed has a completely new getup, and is wearing a very beautiful red scarf.
Yeah. Look fancy.
Is Kane still wearing the hat?
No, I don't wear it except for bartering. So no, I am not.
He is not wearing the hat.
He's got it like tucked into his back pocket under his robe.
Yeah, I don't want to wear the hat.
Eiko would have been like, "That's a really awesome hat."
That's a sick hat.
It does
I don't
not
know
go
where
with the
you
outfit.
That hat has immediately changed my point of view and perspective of you. You're now my best friend.
I don't need that friendship. I'm good.
I hold no grudges, and I will willingly sacrifice my life to you for any reason you see fit.
Oh Lord, knock it off.
Sacrificial pawn?
And
Well,
leave
it
it.
would have happened had you worn the hat.
Anyway, so
Michaeleen, I'm sure after a full day of shopping, everybody might be hungry. The greenhouse is fully stocked, as is the pantry now. So if you want, they might enjoy a new meal.
You just
sis,
hear my stomach growl
Sorry.
loud as fuck.
Your video's bleeding over. Okay. Kane, say that again real quick.
I said you just hear my character's stomach growl loud as fuck. Just like some fucking demon's been released.
Oh, I think that's confirmation right there.
I'm gonna say a few of the Nodons, the second the growl kind of reverberates to the ship, I'm gonna say about half a dozen Nodos walk in with weapons drawn. We heard a disturbance. Is there an issue?
Stand down, morons.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
The second you
No,
say that,
I mean that in a literal term. They are legitimate morons. They don't have a computing intelligence.
the second you say that and stuff, their arms, their weapons and stuff that's built into their arms, I presume. They have weapons built into them.
Yes.
Anyway, their guns and such proceed to fold back into their arms, and they proceed to go back to normal. Understand, sir? Leave.
I don't want to call it yet. We barely did anything. Oh shit, I left my milk out.
All right. Well,
So,
full tilt. Build site at Mandex. Here we go. Abe is going to kick the ship into a small bit of an overdrive, not going crazy, just so we can get to the build site faster and drop off the unnecessary weight now.
of course. As you go over through, as you guys proceed to pick up, you set the engines off. You take one last drive-by over Kidala, getting to see it from the overhead view, and it's magnificent as always. You proceed to drive over and go through trees, these hills, and proceed to enter some degree of woodland area, but then kind of start seeing buildings arise and kind of go on as you proceed to fly over small cities and towns over the way in Mandex. At least, I presume you're fairly high up to where it looks like you might just be from some down angle and stuff, looking up towards you. It kind of look like a random bird.
Yeah.
Bird. Okay.
We'd look very much like a bird.
A brick-shaped bird, but a bird nonetheless.
I'll put in the music, Michaeleen.
So, as you guys proceed to head over, you see that the clearing that was mentioned to you was... Well, before you get to the clearing at least. I presume everyone's kind of looking down at the different cities and stuff that are passing by them.
taking a I
Sure.
guess studying his new plan,
Okay.
more or less.
As you guys proceed to walk about the ship, do things, the ones who look down at these, all of you collectively see this massive cathedral, like rather large, arch-cathedral with massive stone pillars and cones. Owns and it's very similar to kind of like the Notre Dame in Paris. It's with beautiful stained glass windows all throughout it. A very ornate work. You are in Mandex. The nation of fine goods and fine wine, and bureaucracy, lies, and daggers. I guess beautiful on the outside, magnificent goods and cities, but look underneath and has a seething underbelly of deceit, treachery, and lies. It's the massive cathedral. You guys go overhead. Would anyone like to roll a history check on it?
Sure.
I'll do it.
I heard it.
That's
You-
a D12. Hang on a sec. That would be an 18 for history.
It's 18 altogether, right? No, 18 plus your history bonus, which I have to grab real quick.
Hold it. I found my character. I found my binder. I have a temporary one, but I need a new binder to hold things. So, 18. That's a modified 20. Because I have a +2 for my history modifier.
Okay. So, with that, I will say with that, you recognize that as the very great Mandexan Church, cathedral, known at. No, I have to give it a proper name. The Maviran Cathedral, which is the primary worship site and kind of the head of the followers of the Maker, which is the Mandex's national religion, along with the most well-known religion across Volmerica. Many churches spread all throughout of it with worshiping of the Maker. They have a good degree of influence over the governmental body in their own way for their particular needs. As of they were different back in the olden times. The information you have is they have degree. They are the knowledge of them, at least that you would know of, is they particularly again they mainly deal with the common folk and poor poor people and mainly kind of focus on them and lots of encouragement to tithe, things of that nature, and very manipulative of those, particularly greasing the palms of certain people to help increase their influence and spread over. But from what you understand, at least, they were a bit different.
Damn.
Don't mind me just trying to cough my spleen out my throat.
This is what you get for standing so close to me while I have the flu.
I
I
had a
told
bit-
you.
I
warned you.
It was
You
just a
wouldn't
chunk of
listen to me.
Oi! It was just a chunk of bloody crisp hitting the back of my bloody throat. Yeesh.
Sure it was.
Anyway. So. But from what you understand, they were way different back in the day, but you don't have any. Again, you never really looked into them too much. Religion is one of the things you kind of kept your nose out of. Would any of our
Thank you so much for joining us again. Please leave a like, subscribe, and give us suggestions on what we can improve on in the future. We'd love to hear it from you guys. Thanks a lot. We'll see you next time.